Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for June 20th, 2025. We've got an intrigue and Renaissance Kingdom with one seaside card. And we've got capitalism with a whole bunch of applicable cards. I don't like the way this is displayed nearly as much as it is on Dominion games. Wait, what? That's not even one of the... Dang it. But yeah, there's no way to like easily see. Maybe it would be as bad as this on TGG if it was... Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, Swindler's on the board. Oh god. Alright. And we can make it non-terminal? That's horrendous. Oh god. Well, in any case, so we have... That is actually the only source of plus actions. Oh, and Scepter, I guess. Ugh. Also, there's no estate or curse trashing with Torturer. Okay, so what we want to do, the bot does not handle Torturer well. Getting a bunch of Torturers in play is definitely going to be trickier here than normal because of the action limitation, but you can do it with Scepter. I think that with capitalism, so like capitalism affects cargo ship improves, swindler, conspirator, treasures. So there's like a lot of cards that you can play in the play treasures phase. It probably means we don't want to play with Seer. It might mean we don't want to play with Improve, which is potentially a little awkward, or play with not very many of them anyway. Like, I mean, in theory, you could do an Inventor Megaturn where you play like an Inventor and you play a bunch of Scepters, but that seems tough to pull off. Just because the first Inventor is never going to be able to gain a Scepter. Also, there's no plus buy. So you've gotta like get an Inventor, and then you've gotta get a Scepter that you bought, and then you can invent something else, and then you can Scepter the Inventor to gain another Scepter and do it that way. But the thinning situation is going to make that rough too. Yeah, this is all potentially many kinds of awful. It would be... Yeah. Anyway, I think... Okay, we definitely want to play with Treasure because we want to trash Copper. We want to play with Capitalism. That's going to give us a lot of plus actions that we won't have otherwise. Capitalism is not very good in general, but this is a board for it. And then, yeah, like I said, I think we want to just try to do torture stuff. I mean, it's going to be tough because even with what I was talking about with Scepter and all that, like if you just have a handful of like these capitalized actions, you won't be able to play Torture like later. So it's still tricky. Star chart can help with that. I was wondering about if there's like some kind of star chart opening we should consider anyway. Star chart conspirator. I mean, we only have 9 coins in the deck at that point. Like, if we really want to hit like double 5, which we would like to do, we need to open with 2 money generating cards. Or possibly go Star Chart Cargo Ship. Maybe that's the play. And then we can cargo ship whatever. Even if we don't hit 5 on turn 3, we probably will on turn 4 off of whatever we cargo ship. Yeah, I think I like that opening. They're going to get a swindler, aren't they? Freaking bot. Okay, well, this is unideal, but so we can get another cargo ship, and then we get to cargo ship the treasure, but we do have this star chart. Which means we'd get to top deck it anyway. So we could also just get like a conspirator or something. I mean, having 2 cargo ships is not bad anyway. Really, having a whole bunch of cargo ships could be good. Okay, the other thing we could do, actually, we could get an inventor. Worst case scenario, we have 4 coppers estate next turn. That's still enough for us to invent a card and then buy treasurer. If we want to play with inventor, that's an option. We kind of do because there's no plus buy. Like, yeah. Man, this board is awkward. And there's Swindler to top it off. Just to really... The problem is, like, right now, maybe, I don't know, maybe we... How are we going to... I mean, I guess, okay, the way that this will work is we'll play, like, Inventor, and then we'll play, like, some other card with capitalism, and then we'll start playing Conspirators. Turn on terminal, although we don't need so many of those anyway, do we, without plus buy? Maybe we do actually want to play with, like, Seer and Haven and just try to, like, set a bunch of stuff aside? Wait, but if we're gonna play with Torture... Oh my god. I guess there's also Improve to give you extra gains. Maybe that's actually... We get the Inventor, and then we plan to get an Improve, and then we can improve Conspirators into 5s, and in the meantime, they're not very in the way, or something along those lines. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. I think I'll go for that. Now we're gonna have a bunch of terminals in our deck. The plan is to buy capitalism next turn, right? We're gonna top deck the treasurer, totally hit 5 with that. Although this isn't a state, it is conceivable that we don't hit 5. It's unlikely, but it is possible. But, so do we want to risk taking another terminal into the deck right now? Yeah, I think so. Okay, well, we have to take the key. Guess that's fine. They have not played the Swindler that they opened with. Okay, so... What are we inventing? Certainly not another inventor. We just take a conspirator already. Yeah, sure, I guess. Okay, and now we could take a torturer already. Seer is definitely not bad at this point either. Hmm. Like, Seer can draw a lot of these cards that we're going to be gaining with Inventor. They opened Swindler Silver, didn't they? How did they not play the Swindler already? Makes no sense. Unless they were like, oh, I'm going to definitely trash like a Copper in a State. I don't want to do that. I'm going to not play it because I can hit the price point that I want anyway. Maybe. I guess we go Seer. We top deck the Treasurer. Since that's a card that the Seer can't draw. Nicely done. Okay. I think I'd rather trash than take the key. And so we have 3 coppers in a state and the Inventor down there. Okay. I just want to get 2 more Seers here. Like turn the Conspirator into a Seer and get another Seer. Sure. All right. Another Conspirator. And we'll just take 2 more Conspirators. I mean, I wouldn't mind having another cargo ship. But I guess this isn't necessarily the turn that I want that cargo ship. Maybe I'm supposed to top deck Treasurer there. I didn't think about that. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no. Okay. Well, what are we doing here? Now we take that second cargo ship. When do we get the Torture? Do we get the Torture? Don't know. And Improve can't... Oh no, it can. Improve can gain Scepter. Okay. Hmm. Maybe we just take a Torturer now. Because they're already starting to get moving. Wow, look at that. Sadly, we cannot play these cargo ships before we play the Inventor. Okay, so I guess more Conspirator. I think I need to take the key from them. Should we just start provincing? Maybe we should. Giving them the Conspirators doesn't actually help them that much, I guess. It's not great. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and take a Scepter now. Oh, we could set this aside too. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. Oh, they had to take the key. Oh, now they play the Swindler. Well, okay. All right, we can double Torturer. We're not going to get to play any Seers, but... Top deck our Treasurer. The Torturer. Hmm. Guess I don't know what I was hoping to see. Both of my cargo ships are in play. Okay, so we're actually stuck with whatever, like if we put top deck a Seer, we're not actually going to... I mean, I guess we still might as well. Oh, no, that doesn't make sense. No, we should top deck the Treasurer, because we play the Improve, and then we play the Conspirator, and then we draw it. Wait, no, I guess we're buying another province. It's already Conspirator in the trash, so... we could do Conspirator into Duchy at this point. Only 3 provinces left. That makes some sense. It was a little late for that. Alright, invent, I guess, another Conspirator. Wait, I didn't actually look at... Okay, Scepter on top. Do we want the Scepter now? What will we do with it? We could Scepter the Seer. I don't know if that's going to draw us anything good. It might draw us Torturers that we can't play, or a Torturer that we can't play. Doesn't seem ideal. But we could replay the Inventor. That seems good. Okay. So take another Conspirator, do that. Cargo ships, Scepter, Inventor to gain another Scepter. Set that aside. Province, set that aside. All right. Top deck. Scepter or Treasurer? Probably Treasurer at this point. Take the key, or we could gain one of these conspirators. Wait, they gained a copper instead of the conspirator? Why? Why? You did it right before. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Doesn't really matter at this point, I don't think. Can replay the improve. Play the inventor. I guess inventor. We can gain more duchies. We don't really need them, but we can do it anyway. Improve the inventor into a duchy too, and really just like, and like, we might actually be getting to the point where we're hitting half VP. Top deck. It's treasure. How it? I don't understand. Like, we had one card on our deck, right? Shouldn't the treasure like show up on top because we just top decked it, or does it just not care? Whatever. Well, okay. I have to admit, this was a lot more fun than I was expecting. Like, we couldn't do all the things that our deck wanted to do in any given turn, but we could do cool things most turns. And the bot for some reason just didn't play at Swindler, and so I didn't have to get mad about Swindler. It literally played it like one time. So like, okay, it did bottom deck it. Oh, it collided with the... I didn't even consider that possibility for some reason. Okay. I think I missed that they had an action on turn 5. That was why I'm... Yeah. And then... And then they bottom decked it again, I guess. Oh, no, wait. No, they hadn't... You know, they shuffle here. They don't see it. And then turn 9, they collide it with a treasurer. Oh, but they had the capitalism on it by then, so they did play it, right? But yeah, this was like, the bot just played a money deck because it's like, oh, I presumably because it's like, oh, I don't have plus actions, I don't have plus buy, like, you know, I can't do stuff. But the inventor and improve both enabled gains that allowed us to do cool stuff. So treasure a sniping conspirator out of the trash was like, admittedly, like potentially somewhat of a counter to what I was doing, but I don't think it was enough of one, really. Because ultimately, like, the conspirator you're taking out of the trash is just helping you hit province, which you were already, like, you know, pretty capable of doing, whereas the like being able to improve into 5s, including duchy, you know, at some point for points, and like increase the total number of gains. I mean, in a way, I guess pulling the conspirator out of the trash is increasing your gains, but if that's literally the only thing that you can gain, that's a lot different than having the flexibility that this other stuff offers. So yeah, this was a surprisingly cool board, Swindler notwithstanding. Now maybe I would have felt completely different about that if they had, I don't know, like seen their Swindler turn 3 turned, you know, like trashed my cargo ship into a silver or some Well, I guess they couldn't have done that because I think I saw the cargo ship turn 3. But if I hadn't seen the cargo ship turn 3, and then it's like, oh, I'm going to turn your cargo ship into silver and blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, that sort of thing could have certainly been... Oh, no, wait, that was impossible because I opened Star Chart cargo ship. Okay, well, maybe there's some world where the Swindler does its thing, but maybe Swindler's just bad here. I'd like to think so. Certainly, like, all of the... Well, I wouldn't want silver in my deck. So I guess, yeah, like, and I wouldn't want my Conspirators turned into more Inventors. All the 5s are useful. That one wouldn't... it would be hard. I mean, I guess if I had, like, multiple Torturers in the deck, that wouldn't be great, but... Oh, wait, you could turn stuff into duchies. Yeah, and that's always the thing with Swindler. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. The point is that Swindler is awful, but maybe here it just doesn't do much. And certainly there's a lot of other cool stuff going on the board, way more so than I originally thought. So, yeah, that was actually very fun. And I'm glad that I, like, kind of tried it as, like, you know what, even though we don't have terminal space for both of these things, I'm just going to play with them both anyway. And, like, yeah, it kind of worked out. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.